Hello and welcome back to this day trading analysis video of the 27th of May 2025. In this video, I'm going to analyze pre-market biggest movers and their catalysts and see if they were tradable and how they could have been traded during the pre-market and the market session. If you're new here, I'm sharing my journey learning trading, focusing on catalyst-based day trading and catalyst-based swing trading, and I'm looking to develop an edge over news and catalysts. So if this is something that interests you, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. The stock we're going to look at is SBET, which is categorized as a gambling company, but it's really an advertising company for the gambling industry, specifically the sports betting industry. So this stock had the news on the 27th at 8 o'clock in the morning, and because of the market reaction that was absolutely crazy. So the news was that SharpLink Gaming, which is SBET, announces $425 million private placement to initiate Ethereum Treasury strategy. So the headline says it all, to be honest. This is a cryptocurrency treasury news, which we have seen a few of these news coming in and sparking a crazy reaction from the market. So it is expected to have such a reaction. The difference with this news is that it is an Ethereum treasury strategy, which I haven't seen so far. I've seen only Bitcoin strategies in terms of treasury strategy news, and so I didn't expect that it would have such a reaction, and so it is a first thing to see that even, I mean, Ethereum is not some small cryptocurrency. It's the second largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, so obviously not so surprising. But I didn't expect the same sort of amplitude of reaction for anything that is not Bitcoin specific. So anyways, let's look at the news in more detail. So it says here that SharpLink Gaming, which today announces that it has entered into securities purchase agreements for a private place investment in public equity, PIPE, for the purchase and sale of a certain number of its shares of common stocks, okay, at a price of $6.15 per share, okay, and $6.72 per share for certain members of the company's management team, okay, are set at a different price, for expected aggregate gross proceeds of approximately 425 million. That's a huge number, before deducting placement agent fee and other offering expenses, okay. Then it says here that Consensus Software acted as the lead investor. Okay, so probably some prominent company, lead investor, and the offering included participation by prominent crypto venture capital firms and infrastructure providers such as Capital, Electric Capital, so a number of crypto investors that got involved. So this is again very similar to a previous Bitcoin treasury news that had, I believe it was Kingly, that had an incredible reaction in the market, a positive reaction, of course. And it added the fact that there were some prominent crypto companies as part of the investors, added to the credibility and the bullishness of the news. So this is again the same kind of structure of thing. Again, here it says that the closing of the offering is expected to occur. Okay, so in terms of details, to occur on or about May 29th, subject to the satisfaction of customary closing conditions, of course. The company intends to use the funds to acquire. So this is the key. That's where the Ethereum news comes in. The company intends to use the funds to acquire the native cryptocurrency of the Ethereum blockchain, commonly referred to as ETH, pending identification of working capital needs and other general corporate purposes. So originally, the proceeds of this purchase agreement is to be used for, as a treasury, of course, for capital needs and other corporate purposes. But in the meantime, it'll be placed in the Ethereum. So as Ethereum, so they're looking to purchase Ethereums with $425 million. So, okay. Alliance Global Partners acting as a sole placement agent in connection with the offering. Okay. And then some statements from the CEO. Again, the statement here, I think there was an interesting statement there. Yeah, talking here about the this is an exciting time for the Ethereum community. Oh yeah, on close, Consensus looks forward to partnering with SharpLink to explore and develop an Ethereum Treasury strategy, to work with them in their core business as a strategic advisor. So not only they are investors, but even though, I mean, it says there, or it indicates that the purpose is to develop a cryptocurrency treasury strategy. He continues saying, this is an exciting time for the Ethereum community, and I'm delighted to work with Rob and the team to bring Ethereum opportunity to public markets, says Joseph Leb, founder or CEO of Consensus. So this is a statement from Consensus, which is one of their main investors. Okay, and then what does it say? The offer and sale of foregoing securities being made in a private placement. Yes, okay, so just some references to Securities Acts and things like that. So that's it, I think, in terms of the news. So again, this is, in a nutshell, this is a cryptocurrency treasury strategy with a very big number of 425 millions. The only kind of sort of reservation I had about this was that it was related to Ethereum and not Bitcoin. But as I see, the market reacted very positively to this, so that actually indicates that maybe in the future, that first of all, that Ethereum is viewed very positively by the markets in a very similar way to Bitcoin, and not in a similar way to sort of other much smaller cryptocurrencies. And that it means also that maybe in the future, when there is Ethereum treasury strategies, Ethereum related news, that the market could react very positively. So let's look at the market reaction now. Okay, so we're looking at the 1 minute chart here of SBET. So this is the pre-market of the 27th of May, and as you can see, the first 3 minutes huge. That's usually algo trading. Crazy reaction. Let's see if I can get the amplitude of this. This is 200% in 3 minutes. Yeah, I mean, usually when there is such an overreaction, it is not a very good sign. But when it is really followed, even though there is a top and tail here at the third minute, like I said, at the third candle, usually it's negative. But when there is a sharp pullback, when it is followed by a very sharp pullback, but here it wasn't. It's actually a crazy reaction of 200%. Because it is such a bullish news. And so what happened after was that just the stock settled around this level here, $22, $21, went up a little bit, trying to go up a little bit and then go down. But this action here kind of remains like a shallow pullback as compared to the initial reaction. And I don't know if you see, but there you can see that it kind of starts going sideways. The stocks start going sideways from 15 minutes after the news, going sideways here and still trading way above VWAP. So the VWAP line is here and the stock is trading around this level. So actually all of this is an indication that this is a stock to be watched. Because it is not pulling back, it is not giving up the gains, it is trading above VWAP, it's actually behaving really well. Now, where you could get caught is at this point here. So here there is at 8:29, there is a breakout of that kind of sideways action. And so this could have indicated the start of another leg, which is the second leg that I usually look for. And so you could enter here, somewhere here, or even somewhere here, so either $22 or $23, and you could capture a very small move here because it did still, so 15%, it did give up the gains again. And so you could be thinking, oh, like I just got caught in it. Well, you could still make some money because it did actually go up a little bit, but it was not really the start of the second leg that you'll be looking for. So another shallow pullback and another sideways action. And here is where the magic starts, and here's where the trade was, at least for my trading style. So here you can see 70% nice move. That was very, very nice. And in general, the price action was pretty positive. It never went you know, below this kind of level here of 21.2, sort of like a support area there, and it was trading above VWAP all along. So very good reaction. Now at the market open, what happened? At the market open, again, after the market open craziness here, like usually here, I don't even know what's going on there. There's just a lot of very, you know, crazy action. Usually goes up and down, so choppiness really. And then the stocks start trading higher, but like in a very sort of very, very slowly, just trading slowly higher, kind of sideways. Then it does a bit of a sideways here. The real reaction, I think, if you actually switch to the 2 minute, let's see if you see the start of a swing there. You do see, yeah, after this kind of red action here, you see the start at this particular point. So 10, around 10:15, then a lot of buying comes in, and then you have a nice trade again here of 54%. So that actually means, and again, one of the things that you'll be watching is all of this price action is around the upper side of the pre-market action. So that's another bullish side for the stock, that the stock is setting up to go higher in the day, and it never kind of breaks the lows of the day here. So that's the lowest of the day, and then from there it just never touches it. So yeah, it was a very good. Usually, I mean, it's Treasury strategy related news is viewed currently anyways very positively by the market, so I didn't expect anything less. It was just a matter of seeing how it's gonna behave, where it could go after it made this crazy move here of nearly 200%. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I invite you to to subscribe if you like my videos, and feel free to comment and share your thoughts in the comment section. And thanks for watching.